The 1993 Ang Lee film The Wedding Banquet explores the struggle some queer people face trying to live their authentic lives while also feeling the pressure from both family and sometimes culture to try to conform to what is expected of them. Our protagonist, Wai Tung, is a successful Taiwanese landlord living in New York City with the man that he loves very, very much, but is constantly being badgered by his mother to hurry up and get married already. His parents still live in Taiwan, but he's feeling this need to make them happy, especially in their advancing age, but also just wants to be left alone to be with Simon. So he decides that he can maybe have it both ways. He and Simon hatch a plan with a female tenant of his to just elope, invite the family to a very quick wedding ceremony, and that'll be it. Everyone's happy. But unfortunately, things don't quite go as planned. The original plan of a short visit for the parents and a quick courtroom ceremony goes out the window when they run into a man at a restaurant who knows Wai Tung's father and insists that he is going to make sure that he has a beautiful wedding banquet, a full ceremony for the happy couple. And suddenly, Wai Tung and Simon are forced back into the closet, with Simon being a third wheel in his own home. Things get even more complicated on the night of the wedding when Wai Tung, who is very inebriated, and the female tenant Wei Wei, who he's just married, who is less so inebriated, do consummate the relationship, leading to Wei Wei becoming pregnant. That is a thing in this film that it seems to be, depending on who watches it, how they feel about that scene and that aspect of the film. It made me uncomfortable. I will admit that while I do appreciate how much Wei Wei is willing to help them, she does at times make me very uncomfortable in this film. And I'm curious to know what other people who have seen this movie have thought of her, because it seems to be, sort of up in the air, depending on what people think. I will say that I do appreciate that the core relationship between Wai Tung and Simon is always put at the forefront and is always the one to be treasured. It is the most important thing. I also really liked how Wai Tung's parents were portrayed. I don't feel as being super over the top, just like caring, traditional, but loved their son more than anything else. Especially his father, who I'll admit having a big soft spot for, because he also plays the father in Ang Lee's other film, Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, and just kind of has this very calming presence I always like seeing. Overall, I do very much recommend this film and think it has earned its right as a staple among those early to mid queer 90s films.